Hello everyone, it is day number 376 complete. Hi there, I'm the Pathwalker. I upload daily videos on how my day went. I talk about if I did everything I'd planned on doing for my day or not, what went well, what went bad, how do we make tomorrow better, learning from our mistakes, and taking it one day at a time and sharing that with you guys. All right, hate to say it, today was not a good day. Not a good day. And unfortunately, I'll have to get to it immediately because it's 1:10 a.m. I should have been streaming a long time ago, and so I'm really late for a stream that I normally stream at this time. Okay. Um, so we didn't floss last night. What was weird was we didn't even drink, but I just ended up having my stream go until 6 a.m. I don't even know why I did that. I really didn't have to. It was a weird mental state that I got in, and I don't want to use excuses here, but something strange happened with my someone who I kind of had a relationship with romantically years ago. Uh, Something strange happened, and I'm not going to get into details. It just put my mind in a weird state, and um, I feel like that had some effect on what happened. Okay, so we ended up going to sleep actually at 7 a.m. And unfortunately, abstinence, while we've been doing so great at it, this was a weird one because I didn't look anything up. I didn't do anything like that. It was something, again, strange with what happened with an ex-partner of mine, and it got me in a weird state. All things considered, and where I am now about this issue, it's done and it's good and things are great going forward. Like I don't, I'm moved past it. There's no concern I have over this, whatever this issue that happened was, continuing going forward. So I'm not worried about that. It's just kind of like we were on that nice streak and then again, it was specifically related to someone that I used to be intimate with, and I feel like it's, I don't know, kind of okay, but at the same time, I'm very big on like no imagery, no looking at anything, and even though it was from someone that I knew, it still felt not right. So I'm not going to punish myself too hard for this, but it's not as ideal as we want. But regardless, I feel like I'm in a mental state so good against not looking at anything that I can feel very confident going forward. I don't feel like now I reset from the beginning. I truly feel like I am making amazing progress in this area. So the issue was we went to bed at 7 a.m. and we woke up. I don't know. I tried to wake up around like 1:30, then 2 p.m. I think it was 2:30 or 3. I don't even remember what time it was. I even pulled the curtain off and I was still just tired. And even with the curtain and the daylight coming in, I still ended up staying in bed until like 4 or something. We didn't have time to go to the groceries. I was already really late, so I just had some cereal and then I went rock climbing. At least rock climbing was fun. Even though it wasn't as long of a session as I would have liked, it still ended up being fine. We didn't vacuum. Immediately after rock climbing, based on the time, I just had to go pick up my dad from the airport. And so I did have a small meal. I stopped by like a restaurant, like fast food or whatever, and I had like a wrap, so that was fine. And then I picked up my dad. That took longer than I expected. I ended up then doing some extra things, and then I ended up coming home around like 10:50 p.m. So it's like the last 2 hours. But then I thought I needed, and I don't need to say anything, but I had to bring my dad. My dad's at the hospital for something. Hopefully everything's going to be okay. I thought I was going to have to go pick my dad up after he was done, but that's not necessary anymore. But I was kind of in mentally like, oh, is it going to happen? Is it not? In the meantime, I should have really just done everything else and uploaded this video by then. But I was again in a kind of weird mental state. But just I ended up clearing everything in my mind off of that. I did write tomorrow's schedule, and now we have our stream that we are very late for that we need to do. So here's a bit of a airport. I wrote that as two words. Here's a breakdown of what it is. And of course, going forward, which is most important, what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow, we're going to try to wake up by 1 p.m., shower, groceries, have our egg meal, walk the dog, vacuum, clean my room and bathroom, just get things nice and tidy and in order. And then I'm going to start spending time clearly planning out my review video. I want to have clear points. I want to have I want to have a clear layout, talk about some scripting ideas, do everything in my power to feel as prepared as I can be. And once I've done that, I will then assess if with that alone I can just start a video, or if I feel like I really need to do some editing and create multiple different videos and edit a whole thing. Again, obviously that's going to take more time for me to do it. So there's that pros and cons. How about we just, get it out there? But after I have it laid out, after I have everything planned out about how I want to go about the video, then I'll have a better idea about how to move forward from there. Eat small meal, then stream, and then we start our next week. All right. Sleep, unfortunately, has to absolutely be downgraded here. As much as I don't like it, it has to be downgraded. Nutrition is fine, fitness is fine, main job. Twitch, I'm not happy with the way that, even though we started yesterday's stream good, I don't like the fact that I was really late today. I feel like it could have been better. But you know what? I'm not going to punish myself because today was a really weird last 24 hours. So I don't feel like doing bad. Family is good. Romantic, I'm going to have to downgrade this one lightly because it is somewhat of an understandable circumstance. So leave it at that. Cleaning, laundry, grooming, and that's that. And look at that. We are on to the 31st of July. So July's almost done. And there you have it. So, what do I do going forward from here? Well, it's going to sound real bad, but I'm going to end up drinking tonight because I promised to, and I know that sounds so bad. It's some stupid thing that I do on my Twitch stream. I'm going to do my best to keep it under control so that it doesn't get too bad, but I feel really good when I look at the layout for tomorrow and following that. We really need to do our best to, the curtain thing, I think is still important, but I'd like to really just say that whatever just happened in the last 24 hours has just been um, a one-off thing, is the way that I'd see it. I got an unnecessary thing that got thrown my way, and then picking my dad, and now there's hospital stuff. Mine's in a little bit of a weird place, and I don't like using excuses. So whatever, like in my world, it's like, okay, this is one day. Let's just move forward and then track how our days are going forward. If tomorrow's also a bad day, then we're really gonna have to reassess. But I really feel like today was just a little blip, and still, all things considered, it wasn't that bad. So big picture, we're still doing what we need to do. We have our path forward. There's no issues that I really foresee going forward, other than, again, the difficulties with the sleep, but that is going to get tackled. So, positive energy. Let's stick to it. Everything's fine. And I'll see you guys as usual in the next one.